Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Salaries drive sheriffs' increases. By Ann Easker. Staff writer. Equipped with a $65 million budget, representing a 6.7% increase from last fiscal year, Sheriff Bill Prummell is going into 2018 with plans to stay a step ahead of Charlotte County's expected growth. As new developments like Babcock Ranch, Murdoch Village, and the planned Sunseeker Resort start to take shape, Prummell wants to be prepared. "We're going to have a tremendous population boom in the next few years, and I've got to be prepared for that," he said. Prummell and Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight have taken very different approaches to their budgets for fiscal year 2017 to 2018, with Prummell adding 11 new positions and Knight adding none. Knight's budget increased by only 2.85%. Prummell's budget includes 646 authorized positions, compared to last year's 635. The new budgeted staff includes 7 law enforcement positions and 4 civilian positions. Salary and benefits make up $55,004,998 of the budget, not including Prummell's $137,070 salary. Despite plans for new hires, the agency is having a tough time finding quality candidates. Prummell said he currently has 11 law enforcement vacancies and 6 open detention positions. 11 new employees are starting at the end of the month, but he'll still have 24 vacancies, including law enforcement, corrections, and civilian positions. Prummell said it's a problem law enforcement agencies are struggling with across the nation. "Not everyone is running into this profession right now," he said. Paying deputies. In an effort to stay competitive with other agencies, Prummell incorporated a 4% pay increase into this fiscal year's budget, which Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell, Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight, went into effect last October. That raise alone equates to a 2.6% increase to the overall budget. The starting salary for new recruits at CCSO is $27,000 while they are in the academy. Once a deputy is certified, their pay is the same as someone starting out at the agency already certified at $40,093. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office pays $35,000 for new recruits and $43,264 to those with Florida state certification. In Sarasota County, Sheriff Knight's agency has had a 7.3% reduction in positions over the past 11 years, despite a steady increase in the county's population. Knight said when he needs more deputies, he typically handles it by decreasing the number of civilian positions, replacing those with new technology. SCSO Public Information Officer Caitlin Pura said the agency's division commanders constantly work with the Chief Financial Officer to evaluate staffing and personnel needs. "Our numbers fluctuate based on crime trends, growth of the county and more," she said. Knight's budget for this fiscal year increased to $113 million. Out of the 2.8% increase, mandated costs such as healthcare, workers' compensation, and the Florida retirement system account for 1.2%. The largest expense in the remaining 1.6% is the sheriff's step plan, accounting for a $869,056 increase over last fiscal year. Knight says the plan ensures his employees know what raise they'll be getting each year. Coverage differs. According to SCSO calculations based on the 2016/2017 fiscal year, SCSO's costs per capita were $380, plus another $41 for communication/animal services, while CCSO's costs per capita were $403, but both sheriffs agreed comparing budgets between agencies isn't always apples to apples. "We wear the same color uniform, but we're distinctly different in what we do," Knight said. Handling animal services is one example of a service his agency provides that others, including CCSO, do not. Meanwhile, Charlotte County is largely unincorporated, whereas Sarasota has city police departments in Northport, Venice, Longboat Key and the city of Sarasota. In Charlotte County, the only other agency is the Punta Gorda Police Department, which has 34 officers patrolling about 20 square miles. I'm responsible for the rest of the county, plus the waterways, Prummell said. In the past few years, Charlotte County has experienced normal growth, along with several large projects in the works. The Babcock Neighborhood School is full and expanding, and the first residents recently moved into their new home in the solar-powered development. There's currently only one deputy for the patrol zone, though 2 agricultural deputies also frequent the area. While there's been no major crime, traffic has increased tremendously, Prummell said. We're trying to keep as much presence out there as we can with current staffing, Prummell said. The traffic out there, it was bad to begin with, but now it's just really gotten heavy out there. In both counties, crime dropped for the mid-year numbers, by more than 10% in Charlotte County and nearly 5% in Sarasota County. Both sheriffs believe crime will also be down for the full 2017 year. We had a slight jump in 2016, so earlier last year, we kind of regrouped and looked at what we could do differently, Prummell said. There's lots of new people in the agency, so it's a matter of getting them trained and acclimated and understanding what their role is here at the sheriff's office. Both Prummell and Knight plan to continue fighting crime this year with intelligence-led policing. We hope by putting resources where they are needed the most, crime will continue to decrease countywide, said Perez. Prummell meets with his intelligence unit on a weekly basis to identify where problem people and problem areas are, and come up with specific solutions, rather than just doing random patrols. Community affairs are also a priority for Prummell, after expanding the department in 2017. We're hopefully out there with the community more, not only educating them on how to keep safe and preventing crime, but also showing them how they can help us do our jobs, he said. For SCSO, Perez said fighting the local impacts of the opioid epidemic remains a top priority. The agency will continue offering Vivitrol shots to inmates in the jail suffering from addiction, and deputies will continue carrying naloxone auto-injectors to treat opioid overdose on the streets. SCSO was the first agency in Florida to begin carrying the medication in 2015. Charlotte County deputies will also soon be carrying Narcan, a brand of naloxone, after receiving a grant from the Florida Sheriff's Association. The policy for handling the medication is still being drafted. Corrections budget. Knight's correctional budget increased from $27,491,724 to $28,800,027, while Prummell's increased from $18,682,865 to $19,894,313. The new infirmary at the Charlotte County Jail is expected to be operational by the end of February or the beginning of March. It will be opened in stages, starting with the first 2 floors this year and the 3rd floor next year. The agency hopes to provide more treatment at the facility, resulting in savings from fewer healthcare and security costs, according to Prummell. The fencing project inside the Charlotte County Jail is also nearly complete, providing extra safety measures for inmates after 2 jumped to their deaths from the top tier in prior years. Email, aeasker@sun-herald.com. Charlotte County Sheriff Bill Prummell. Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight. Photos provided.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... for life hating so much. Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before,
Sheriff's getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
County. This is Sheriff County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, you know, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it. You know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea, too, that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.